We're speaking with the Deputy Grand Chief of the Innu Nation, Mr. Simeon Tshakapesh. Simeon, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm very good.
Good.
A little bit in a bad mood, but,
You're in a bad mood?
Yeah, a little bit I woke up on the wrong side of it, I suppose.
Oh,
but
dear.
Anyway, to get to the point, as a former chief of the band chief of Naroshish, and also trying to deal with the ongoing problems at Musquat Falls site about harassment, discrimination, the hiring practices, and all the whole 9 yards, right? And I've been constantly talking about this over the open line, and I've been constantly trying to do something about it.
Well,
and
yeah, okay. You've been constantly promising me that you would send me actual facts and the actual letters of complaint as well, yet my inbox is empty.
Yeah, I know that. And I have those emails, but I don't have them in access in my account, in my email, Johnson, there, and I apologize for that because people have those copies within the Innu Nation office, and they have promised me that they will forward to me, and that's what I'm waiting from them.
Okay, so it's been, listen, for the record, this has been about 5 months that we've been going back and forth on this.
Record,
so I can't help you unless I have the facts in front of me.
Yeah,
right?
But anyway, you're going to get those papers, those documents, as soon as I can get them in my computer and then forward copy to you. And, guys, I'm not lying over the open line because those are the facts that I have been told.
I'm certainly not saying that at all, and that's not what I'm implying at all, Simeon. What I'm implying is that my hands are tied. My hands are tied without information.
I know what you're saying, and but anyway, these are documents are in the safe place, I'm told, and they're going to be forwarded a copy to me. That was supposed to happen right after we spoke on that night, and I still haven't got a copy to myself, but I did spoke a couple people here in the staff of Innu Nation Naroshi. They said they have those copies, and I have met with Nalcor people, and they said, and I request those copies as well, and they said my staff has those copies, but I don't have them in front of me right now, but you will get them copies. But anyway, get to the point where I received a call from Musquat Falls last night, and it seems like there is still a lot happening over there, and there are some written statements that I'm not going to be able to disclose them over the line or disclose them to the public. And this is going to be dealt with internal matter with our Department of Innu Nation, and we are trying to set up a meeting with Nalcor Union next week in Goose Bay, and I'm flying out on Monday. But we are going to be addressing the problems, and I want to reassure the workers of the site, the Innu people especially, and.
Okay, so you can't tell us what the problems are, but you're just telling us that you're going to address them. Yeah,
we are going to address them, and we are going to, I am coming up, and I want to send a strong message to the Nalcor and unions. They got to be there in Goose Bay or somewhere else where we can deal with this ongoing problem we have at the Musquat Falls site.
Does that mean that you're going up there, but you don't have a meeting confirmed?
I have not got a confirmed meeting, but we have tried to set up a meeting along with our lawyers and along with the staff of Innu Nation. And there's ongoing problems, and the IBA we signed with Nalcor is not being honored, and I am very, very frustrated at this time, and I think I'm going to give them an ultimatum whether they're going to be at this meeting next week or they're going to see us.
Okay, well, you're sort of setting it up for failure, Simeon. If you're saying that you're going to go to a place where you're demanding a meeting and the other side has not even been made aware that there is going to be a meeting, aren't you sort of creating the scenario where you can then say, well, they didn't show up to the meeting?
No.
How is it an ultimatum?
No. We have there's been ongoing emails going back and forth to Nalcor and Union, and they know all about this.
All right, so, yeah, okay.
They have the records. They got information, so they cannot deny this because they don't know about it. They know about it.
All right. Well, Simeon, gotta say, man, I would love to discuss actual issues with you concerning your allegations that there have been incidences of mistreatment and unfair discrimination. But when I do speak to the other side, and I have spoken to the other side on air, they have, of course, given me statistics as to how many members of the Innu Nation are working. They have discussed issues surrounding discrimination, and, of course, they have said that there are none, or if there are incidences where there are claims of discrimination, they are put before their review boards. But, Simeon, I get nothing from you, substantive that we can discuss at any length, except, you're throwing allegations out there, but I don't have any data to deal with, and it's really unfortunate because I would love to have both sides of the story.
I'm not throwing any allegations. I have facts to back me up.
But you don't tell me the facts.
In my possession.
But you don't tell me the facts.
We table those on the table with NALCO and Union, and those are the facts, and they're undisputed.
And when you table them with the Union, sir, will you be able to tell us what those facts are?
Well,
or will they be behind closed doors, and therefore we can't hear the facts either way?
Well, I think that's going to be disclosed to the public.
You think, or you know? Okay.
Yes, I would probably say it depends on confidentiality information.
Right. So, yeah, it all depends on confidentiality. And don't you think, therefore, that this is, maybe we should be discussing solutions as opposed to problems that we cannot talk about?
And this is why we're trying to meet with NALCO and trying to discuss the solutions.
Okay. So if you're trying to meet with NALCO and you're emailing and you're communicating with them, why are we having this conversation?
Well, I think the people got to know, the public got to know what's going on.
But we don't know.
I think
you're not telling us what's going on.
I mean, the NTV advertised the numbers and the percentages of the hiring practice, and Happy Valley Goose Bay, one of the counselors did that. So why can't we do it as people?
I don't understand that question. Could you repeat it?
No. What I'm saying is, people have from Goose Bay counselor, female counselor, disclosed the percentage of the hiring, how many Labradors have been hired there, and they're very disappointed. And NTV did publicize that statement from her. So why can't we do the same as people?
Well, the Estaldi group has also published their numbers. The numbers are out there. Simeon, this is the question that I've asked you many times before. What exactly are the jobs that people are getting denied?
I have no idea.
Well then,
and that's
don't you understand why I'm smacking my head against this carpeted wall right now?
I don't think you should be smacking your head, Jonathan, because I have those applications that be found, probably 80 applications. That's what I was told.
If you're trying to make the public aware of what the situation is, yet we don't have any facts as to what jobs are being denied, or what allegations are out there, or whether or not the meeting, if you actually get it, yet the other side has not yet confirmed, or you cannot tell us if NALCO Union has confirmed that there is a meeting. How can we be made aware of this issue is my question. We have no information here.
You will have information, Johnson, and I cannot disclose people's private information.
But you're on the air disclosing that there is information that you can't disclose.
I am not naming with anybody publicly their names. I am discussing the issues here with.
No, I'm not asking for names. I'm asking for jobs.
Coming from you.
I'm asking for jobs.
You're not giving me the chance to speak. So I think
Go ahead, sir.
You're very biased because.
No, I'm not biased. I'm trying to get information.
Out there that nobody wants to talk about it, and I'm going to bring the issues whether VOCM brings it up, and I will bring it somehow.
No, I'm glad.
I'm
glad that you're there, and let's continue this discussion. So tell me, what agenda?
The listeners are hearing your comments, and I'm pretty sure. I hope the callers are going to keep calling you guys and telling what I'm telling you.
Yeah, I hope so too.
The complaints are because there is a discrimination. There's no two ways about it, and people are denying it.
No, I'm not denying it. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it with you.
Culture society today, and we will address it. We're not going to be silenced to this problem.
Absolutely not.
We're not going to be. We're not disposables, and we're not going to be silenced because will be heard.
Oh my goodness! I don't think anybody is saying that.
Lands. And we have IBA agreements, and it's got to be honored. Whether those IBA agreements are honored, well, if they're not honored, then you will see the march.
Absolutely.
I can tell you.
Simeon, what aspect of the INU benefits agreement is not being honored in your assessment?
Well, I think one of the things we were told during the public consultation, when this project was going to go ahead, well, there'll be subcontracts with small, business partnerships. That's not been happening. Very little has been happening, and I hope God, Jesus, people, callers, the business, small business, people call in your show today, or this morning, or tonight, whatever, and then express the frustrations. You know how many calls I get from people from Sheshashi and Naroshi, they're not getting the contracts that they were promised?
No, I don't know.
You don't know that. See, then that's why
that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, and this is what I'm telling you, and I don't think you'll believe me what I'm saying, because last night I got a call. I don't know. I went to bed around 11 o'clock last night, taking calls at my house.
Right.
And I'm going to bring the issue whether people like it or not. It doesn't matter. I will bring the issue, and I will put on the table to NALCO unions who's ever doing this to our people. And because we have an IBA agreement, and that IBA agreement is legally binding agreement, and that should be honored.
You know what I'm going to do?
Honored, then we're going to take a drastic measure to be heard as Innu. Because
Simeon?
This is not 20 years behind. We're Innu. We know what we're talking about. We signed a deal with those people, and that deal, it's going to be honored. I'm going to speak to
Executive Chairman Mark Morabito from Alderon Iron Ore Corporation. I'm going to call Evelyn Cox as well and try and get some information, as well as the initial negotiator for the Innu Benefits Agreement. His name is Mark Newey. Is that correct?
Mark Newey is not. He's just an overlap negotiator.
Okay. So who's the chief negotiator for the IBA that I should contact?
I think you're talking to the right person right now. Oh. I am the deputy chief, grand chief, so okay. I am the person that you talk to. But
no, I'm talking about somebody who negotiated the IBA initially. You
can talk to our lawyer John Othis, and he's the head. Okay. He's the head of the guy that was advising our people, and also. When I was hearing the consultation, these are the facts that we were told that's what's going to happen, because it's not really happening. And I mean, as people can see, my letter dated back in September 2013 that there is ongoing dialogue with this complaints that I made when I was a chief, and I'm here now as a deputy grand chief, and I'm still at it today. And I thought something was in place. I thought there was a dialogue in place. I guess not. So
okay, Simeon, we're going to go to the break, but listen, I'm going to ask you to please send me as much information as you can at your earliest convenience, because I am operating in the dark and I am trying to assist you.
Why don't I do this for you to give you a save the time reading? I'll put it all over the Facebook. I'll put it all over the media. I'll send all over the media people, and that way people knows what's going on. I'll even send across Canada.
I don't find information on Facebook, but please send it to me via email, because that would be most appreciative, and that will be an official channel. Okay.
Yes, as soon as I get get those numbers, and I think you should call NALCO, the office in Goose Bay.
I just said I did. I just said I would.
As well. They can release the documents as well.
All right, I will do that. But please,
I urge you to do that.
Okay, please do as much as you can to help me do as much as I can for you. We're going to leave it there.
Yeah, and that's. I mean, I'm trying to. I'm raising the issue here, and these are the issues that cannot be denied, and because they cannot be ignored.
Well, no, I certainly can't ignore them, but I'm trying to find out what the issue is in greater detail. Thank you, Deputy Grand Chief of the Innu Nation, Simeon Tshakapesh. We will continue this, and I very much look forward to it.
Okay.
Have a great weekend. Bye-bye. Now, if anybody has any information to help either myself or the Deputy Grand Chief get to the bottom of these issues, please, please, please send them to me. If those letters are out there and the folks who have written them are listening, I can't help. I can't investigate without information.